Okay, Ray's going to give us the big reveal.
Milestone coming up. It is 50 years of D&D.
50 years of D&D at 2024. Hold up.
More exciting milestone.
What do we got? What do you got? What's going on?
Seminal game, can you really? So what can we look forward to? Because I'm assuming it's going to be big.
50 years, it's incredible, isn't it? And yes, it's going to be very exciting for a whole bunch of reasons. One of them is, I know there's been a lot of speculation about this, but I can actually reveal today that we have, earlier this year, we began work on the next evolution of Dungeons & Dragons, new versions of the core rule books, which will be coming out in 2024.
I fucking called it. Let's go.
You probably noticed, the fans noticed that we released a bunch of surveys asking for feedback on various pieces of the player's handbook over the last year. And I know a lot of people were wondering what those were about. Well, this is what those were about.
I fucking called it. Let's go.
Next evolution of the game. Many thousands of people responded to those surveys. So we really, really appreciate that feedback. It's, again, that's one of the themes through the panel. We listen.
Suck it, haters who told me I was wrong. Let's go.
To give you the version of the game that you really want. So we can't really say much more yet about, what our plans are. We're still making them.
There won't be an open game license. Calling it now.
Next year is basically the timing will work out. So next year we'll have plenty to say about, these new books and what they mean for D&D. We'll talk about how, one thing, by the way, I can assure you is these new versions of the books are going to be
backwards
compatible with all those 5th edition products you already own and
all right, that's confirmed.
Products were released between now and then, so don't panic there. But next year we'll have lots more to say about the future of D&D. We'll talk not only about the new books, but about some cool new things we're doing in the digital arena to deliver some exciting new Dungeons & Dragons experiences. Again, probably most importantly, when we're ready to talk more about our plans next year, we'll have a lot more to say about how the fans can contribute and can help us shape this game into all the
fan contribution, you say? Come on.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked because we have a new gift set coming in January.
This is the thing.
The D&D Rules expansion gift set.
Called
it's
it.
Really the perfect way
Let's
for
go.
DMs and D&D players, whether it's a gift or for yourself.
Whoa, Morton Kanan's Monsters of the Multiverse. Hold on, that's new.
So this set contains new printings of Xanathar's Guide to Everything, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, and a new volume called Morton Kanan Presents Monsters of the Multiverse. This new volume collects tons of D&D material that we've released since the launch of 5th edition into one convenient tome. And there's also a Dungeon Master screen with all new art. And all of this is contained in a beautiful slipcase. So, it's a gift set, which
let's
of course, we
fucking go.
Release it in time for.
Come on, holidays. This is awesome.
You've probably heard that there are all kinds of challenges around the global supply chain, and so we had our own challenges with production and shipping, which really forced
these will have new erratas too.
Delay the release until January 25th. The good news is you can pre-order this now.
They 100% wanted this for Christmas and couldn't make it happen.
Favorite online retailer and pre-order this set. You can plan to save up some of your holiday gift money, perhaps.
They wanted it this year. They wanted it for Christmas. You could tell.
A gamer that you love. So I can't emphasize enough how gorgeous these are going to be. The traditional covers have an extra foil treatment, and we've got this gorgeous alt version that has all new cover art.
Oh, shit!
Way to create a library of all of the setting agnostic material that they might want for their D&D games. We put all the expanded rules in one place, and if you've got the core rulebook gift set and you add this new
this is all you'll need for 5e stuff.
You really have all of the foundational rules for the 5th edition of D&D. So it's just a really handy way to build your library.
It's probably Volo's,
it looks absolutely
Morton Kanan's, and then all of the stuff from all the different adventures piled into one.
Right? What I'd be expecting.
Hit it, Jeremy.
So fans are already going to be familiar with the content of Xanathar's Guide to Everything and Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. But yes, there is inside this gift set this new volume
new content
that is mentioned. Morton Kanan Presents Monsters of the Multiverse.
Come on.
And
Give it to
this
us.
book is a treasure trove of creature-related material that has appeared previously
I have
in
ideas.
other products for 5th edition.
I have
That
ideas.
are now all being brought together into one book and updated.
The kobold and the hobgoblin in this book, I bet you.
Sort of one-stop shopping of monsters and also playable races, which I'll get
Fucking
to
called
in a
it.
moment.
Yeah, that's it.
Not only
The
can we
kobold
bring all
and the
of this into
hobgoblin
one
of the
place for this
Feywild
gift set, but we can also update some of this material because, as Ray revealed, we're already working on our 50th anniversary plans, which will include those new versions of the core books. And as we're working on that update, we thought now's our opportunity to update some of the material that people can use now to already give a feel of where we're headed over the next few years with Dungeons and Dragons. And so as we gathered monsters from various sources into Monsters of the Multiverse and also playable races, all of them have benefited from playtest feedback we've gotten over the last 7 years.
Yep.
So we made improvements.
I told you they wouldn't make updates to the sorcerer,
new abilities,
add new spells and shit.
We've made some of the
this is all coming in the updated book
to digest at the game table. There's new art in this book as well as familiar art. I think people are going
all
to
the rangers getting spells for the subclasses.
Over 200
updated book in 2024. 250 monsters.
And over 30 playable races.
30 races! Let's go!
Book has ever had as many playable races in one book before. And people are curious, and I know they are.
Come on.
What those races are. These are all of the playable races we have published outside the Player's Handbook that are setting agnostic. Meaning, different playable options that are not tied to a particular D&D
or
world,
Eberron,
but people rather who you can find anywhere in the multiverse. And the multiverse, that's the theme of this book. As we looked at not only the playable races but the monsters, we wanted to make sure that everything presented here speaks to the multiverse as a whole.
Tell me.
And
Hobgoblin of the Feywild.
This is a place where you can find folk and monsters, friends and foes who you can encounter really in any world of the D&D multiverse, making this the perfect supplement for any of D&D's official settings, as well as for DM's homebrew setting. And people will be able to
give us something, Jeremy. Come on, like book, one thing.
First in the gift set, and then later on its own next year.
Oh, it'll be available by itself later.
It really does feel
for this book, not only are we happy to announce it today, but I would actually love to show some pages from it.
Let's
so
go!
That people can see some of the evolutions that await them in this volume. So how about to start, we bring up the Bard. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you the Bard NPC as the creature first appeared back in Volo's Guide to Monsters, and then you now see it on the other side of the slide,
full page
the version
art
of the Bard that appears in Monsters of the Multiverse. So first, you'll see new art. This delightful piece with this dragonborn bard.
It looks great. I love it.
Entertaining their companions. But you're going to also notice some other things here, and this is going to be true
types.
in all
you
of
see
the
that?
slides that I show.
Hey, look at the text right here.
The block has changed.
Look at this versus
also, there's now a table over there where the DM can roll
Cacophony?
to
Do you see
determine
this? Recharge 4 to 6. Each creature in a 15-foot cube.
Bard's preferred performance
Constitution saving throw.
Now, there are all sorts of interesting new things in this stat block. I'm not going to do a deep dive on this one. I'm going to wait to do that on one of
the 2 times
later
per day
pages
as a bonus action.
What I'll point out right away is not only are there new abilities here, but also the information has been reorganized to make it easier for the DM to use. And we also have rebalanced all of these monsters so that they are as resilient as they really should be for their challenge rating. And when they're meant to be a scary foe, they're going to be even scarier. We decided to alphabetize the creatures throughout. So what that means is if you've ever found yourself in the situation of, this adventure
give me an
tells
index
to use
and
a Glabrazu.
Oh,
But you don't remember that in the monster manual,
it's in the demon.
That demon is hidden in the demon section.
Yep.
And so you forget that you need to look for the G monster in the D section. Now G monsters are in the G section.
You give me an index, and
I think it's going to make a big difference when DMs are looking monsters
I'm gonna need a new
up.
pair of pants.
I love showing pages
Whoa,
from our,
that
our
art is
beautiful
sick.
Books. So the War Priest on the left-hand side.
Selene art there, right, too?
The reft of art. But now in Monsters of the Multiverse, this gorgeous piece of art showing this War Priest channeling divine power. You can see, like the new version of the Bard, this War Priest has a handy table
different
for the
holy
DM
symbols,
to
right?
provide
Very
some
cool.
story texture. In this case, the cleric,
Well, they paid for the Magic the Gathering
gets
art,
to
right?
have
They
a
might as well
different type of
reuse it.
holy symbol depending on the DM's role or the DM's choice. Priest now has a spell casting action that
here it
is
is.
much slimmed down,
As opposed to you
and this
picking
is
the
going to
spells.
be
This is the new
a
thing.
design theme that you'll see
254.
in all of
This
our
is a
newer
W.
books, where
So
we,
probably close to 280
listening
maybe.
to the community as well as experiencing running our monsters ourselves, since we play and DM D&D so much, we discovered spellcasting monsters can sometimes require a bit too much prep, and sometimes you have to have a bunch of books open to figure out, okay, what spells.
Monsters of the Multiverse
can
was just announced in this
NPC
stream.
cast. We have slimmed down the spellcasting trait into a spellcasting action that really focuses on utility magic rather than combat magic, although as shown in this War Priest stat block, sometimes we'll still sprinkle in some combat relevant spellcasting. You'll also notice that the War Priest no longer uses spell slots, and that is also a common theme in our upcoming NPC spellcasters.
See that?
Is we're no longer having DMs tracking.
I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard to make out. It's very fuzzy. I think that's by design.
This new War.
We can expect more adventure anthologies, as Ray mentioned. Another classic setting to return in fairly soon, next year, as Ray mentioned. Plus, we're exploring 2 all-new settings for future publication. These are settings that have never been presented before to the D&D audience. So this is the first time since we introduced Eberron in 2004
you guys are
that
amazing.
we've gotten to be able to come up with completely new settings, but they're in a stage that we call development, and it's important for me to note.
You guys, come on, you're killing me here.
We work on many things for future publication, but and many of these things aren't actually on our schedule. They're in development because we're in an exploration phase. We're sort of testing the viability of them.
Sorry, I'm taking notes too while I'm trying to
figure out whether we can make real products out of them. And so we've got 2 settings that we're kicking around currently that are in this developmental exploration phase. What to look forward to, in summary, is sort of a blend of things that that we've done before and that we're good at doing, and things that we've never done before that we're sure will excite you and will expand the D&D multiverse in ways you've never seen before. So now in the very short term, keep your ears open for more news next month about a new product that we're releasing in 2022.
This is the digital.
That goes into a new place we've never been before. It's a wonderful, scary.
It's a digital tabletop.
Players are going to be absolutely terrified when they go into it setting, and
well, maybe not.
And beyond that, I can't say. Lots of secrets.
Oh, damn it!
Just pop it up there. Okay. So, this is a very loose sketch.
Is that Boo?
Cover that one of
is
our
that
artists,
Boo?
Hydro74, who many of you know.
Are we getting are we doing it?
Alt covers turned over just days ago. And
Planescape?
So, this is going
mixed
to be
in the multiverse or something. Spelljammer? What are we doing?
That we'll see in 2022. What you're looking at,
Space Hamster, say it,
is a hamster. in case you didn't know that already. And as you know, Al, hamsters are the most dangerous mammal in the animal kingdom.
Spelljammer confirmed? Is that it?
Whatever this product may be, it's got this figure on the front. And those who don't know the old Baldur's Gate video games very well might not recognize that this is actually one of our most famous D&D characters.
Is this it?
This is Boo.
It is Boo!
Giant space hamster. And now I know you're going to ask, so I'll just answer right away. What is the difference between a miniature giant space hamster and a regular hamster? None. They're the same.
Okay. Is that Spelljammer though?
So Boo will be coming back in 2022 in a top secret product that I'm working on now with a bunch of other folks on the team, and I can't wait for you to see Boo and his friends.
Just say it, damn it!
This mystery product.
Chris!
So I will see you right back here after a very quick break.
Thanks, Al.
All right. I think that's it, folks. I just what? What the fuck just happened? Are you kidding me right now?